Hey, there we go.
They're off. That is an ugly tunic color on RG's side.
I like it.
And it looks like pretty much a vanilla tunic on Exodus.
Yeah, I think he always uses vanilla tunics. Alright, so if you haven't seen one of these before, it's Ocarina of Time, clearly, but all the items are randomized, and they are allowed to use glitches. Banned glitches include RBA, wrong warping, the super broken stuff, as well as using sticks as adult because it crashes non-VC platforms, so it just kind of makes it the even playing field. Big chests.
Yeah, chest side mashes content.
Wallet.
Yellow rupee.
Gold
rupee. That was actually good. He did it in that order.
Yeah, always go clockwise, kids. Alright, well, with all that money, we're going to see really early Deku-Tree.
Yep.
Okay,
40 dead.
I love how the skull hunts are always in like the weirdest order. It's like 40's dead, 30's dead, and you don't know about 50 for like an hour.
There is also a 20 hint in there somewhere, isn't there?
Only sometimes.
The same hint next to each other.
Oh, wow.
Always love it when that happens.
Yeah. Deku-Tree is just making real sure that you know that 40 skulls is nothing.
Heart containers are always useful.
Yeah, the two runners are running the exact same seed. Cosmetics aren't seeded, so you can use whatever you want. Tunic color, music, sound effects.
Yep, sometimes you can get some interesting sounds on hovers or low hearts.
We use some pretty unique settings for this as well. We have chest size matches contents turned on, and map and compass are in their dungeons, which is why you see the runners opening small chests. One, they're looking for parts or other stuff too, but because there's a Skulltula that's very hard to reach, you want to know if that's dead or not, which is why they're opening those chests. Good strat, I like it. Also dungeon skulls. Oh wow.
And a hook shot. Jeez. That's actually really nice to find early on.
Yeah, very high incentive to go adult almost immediately now. Although you also have the weird egg, which incentivizes staying child for a while. So, it'll be interesting.
Right, yep, you could always go to a 3-song group.
With Deku first, I think I would go adult. Because time of day gets kind of weird.
That was a nice ice trap there. 1 of 6.
Is that a bomb bag?
It could be or a wallet. I can't tell sometimes from that.
Yeah,
Bomb
that's
bags.
a bomb bag. Wow.
Yep. Bomb bags and wallets look very similar. Always nice to be able to ground jump there.
Oh yeah, the standing Babas are immune to Deku Sticks. Because he swung it before it's stored a Deku Stick. Yeah, you can tell a bomb bag because of like the little closing part is either bronze, silver, or gold, whereas a wallet it's always like rope. It's just hard to see on stream sometimes with this tiny gameplay. Just some bombs. Well, that's a Deku full clear.
Very clean, simultaneous Goma fight on both sides.
I like how even it's been so far.
I'm sure there'll be some divergence at some point.
That'd be crazy if they took the same route the entire time.
Yeah, that should probably be planned for a stream at some point. Have both runners.
Wow.
That was
Forest
good.
medallion.
Well, that's a free song.
Yeah, definitely go adult now.
And they're also one medallion away from Burning Cact.
Yeah, I'm curious where Fire Medallion is. Oh, RG is going to the lake, looks like. And so is Exodus. Alright, so much for that divergence we were talking about. Well, maybe not.
The Dongo's Way of the Hero. And a recovery heart from the Boulder of Destiny. So much for it being the Boulder of Destiny. Yeah, with Bomb Chews and Logic, Bomb Chews unlock Bomb Chew Bowling, not Bomb.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Well, Dot, now you're prepared for your next race.
I do that in practice all the time too. It's like a Stiltzwood token.
Ooh, Malin stole the Kakiri sword. Was that Frogs 1? No, that was Frogs 2 as a slingshot?
Yes. Very unlikely that that's the first slingshot, but never know.
So Prelude is on Spirit.
Yeah.
Requiem. Which is not useful anyway, so not such a big deal.
I like Prelude. It makes child routing way easier. You don't have to take 5 minutes to go to the temple time every time. Can't tell what that is.
No, it's hard at this resolution. looks like we're gonna see some fishing on RG. So
50's good. It's good to know. Bow's interesting. You need one. Curious to see if that's the first one. Very well could be. Huh.
well, that's interesting.
Nice free prelude.
That's actually pretty funny because it's right near the Temple of Time, and you have to prelude. I mean, you have to requiem the prelude to requiem.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll get a peek at Tectate.
Big old rupee.
And it's a big rupee.
Banana rupee. Runnerguy did the same thing.
It's easy to forget. You get so used to doing it after you get bomb bag, it's like kind of just habit at that point. And Bolero. Getting a lot of chain songs.
Yeah, I like to see a lot of warp songs early. It really helps get you around the world very fast. Goliath, we're using custom settings for the tournament. Every single trick is turned on. Weird Egg is shuffled. and dungeon skulls are shuffled as well. Those are the main differences from accessible settings, standard accessible settings.
Richard with just a nut.
Oh, and bomb chooser and logic. That's the other big one. Runners just kind of tracing each other's steps.
It's always funny when you get a token from 50 Skull.
Yeah. 50 Skulltulas. Here's a thing you don't need any more of. Thanks, game. One step closer to infinite money.
Yeah, it's like, here you are at the end of the game where you don't need any more rupees. We'll just give you a huge rupee anytime you want.
Yeah.
Although you could kill the Skull Kid in the woods and also get infinite rupees.
Well, yeah, but if you get them from the Skulltula house, it doesn't involve murder.
Yeah, but you killed 100 Skotolas. Isn't that murder?
Well, you're lifting a curse. So, murder with good intent? I don't know.
I guess it's better than collecting 60 Poes.
Oh, is that Twilight Princess?
Yep, different game.
Yep. The thing that always stood out, the thing that just sticks with me from Twilight Princess is all the bugs.
Is that supposed to be some kind of pun?
No, I mean, literally the bug quest.
Oh, I gotcha. Okay. That was pretty much a good pun.
I mean, Twilight Princess isn't that buggy. It's got back in time, which is a cool glitch. Nope, still can't tell what that is.
Did they both get the same Scarecrow song, or is it my imagination?
Hey, left, right is the only Scarecrow song you need. Oh, that's
Oh.
right.
Runner guy got choose from somewhere.
He bought
missed
them because I think there's a bug in 4.0 where you can buy choose with a bomb bag.
Oh, that's interesting.
Because I don't think he's done anything extra from Exodus.
No, and you're not supposed to be able to buy them with bomb choose and logic until you get the bomb choose. So.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I guess if the game allows it, it's all good.
They were already using glitches. Might as well use bugs too. Oh, nice Poe.
I love it when you use a Poe in a bottle and then Link drinks the Poe.
Oh yeah. Alright, Nocturne has Serenade. Shoutouts to Runnerguy for taking forever to read hints. Second graveyard wave.
Graveyard wave.
Second
Same
Nocturne.
hint.
And the Frog's Hint again. Cool. A lot of duplicated hints.
And RG going adult.
Nice Nocturne.
Light on fire. Fire and
Oh
water.
wow, they can get Nocturne right now.
And Spirit is vanilla.
So no Jabu. It's nice.
Gyarados is foolish.
Fortress or Valley?
Fortress.
Okay.
Which I'm not really sure. Does that mean the chest on top? Or the skulls?
Yep, and Archery.
Okay, I didn't know if archery was part of that.
Yeah, and Exodus saw that. Big
Piece of
Goron
art.
had something. Stone Wagon.
Oh, okay. I was looking at the graveyard crate.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so far 40-50 Skulls is dead, Big Goron's dead. Frogs 2 has a Slingshot, which might end up being worth something, maybe. Fortress is dead. We know 2 song locations. Okay, so much for the Frog Slingshot. Be interesting to see if that Slingshot from Dampe is the Wave the Hero item. It'd be the first
Exodus.
Slingshot Wave the Hero I've seen in a while.
Yeah, Exodus getting the silver scale. And what?
We don't always need that, but it's very nice to have.
Yeah, you could always Navi dive. Well, at least he made some profit on that.
Ooh, strength. That's probably the way of the hero item.
They could both be way of the hero technique.
Well, Shadow is. Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Thank God we have Asder to help figure out the logic.
Ugh, bottom well. Wow, all the sometimes hints were for songs.
Song on ice. Wow.
Yeah, the 3 location-based hints: Prelude on Requiem, Serenade on Nocturne, and Suns on Serenade. Just all the songs.
So here's a question: if you dupe the guy on the roof and he gives you a heart container, do you keep getting heart containers?
Yes. Ooh, hover boots.
All right, that's actually pretty sick.
Yeah, I always make sure to dupe him, because if he gives you a progressive item, you can just keep duping him and get more progressive items. So your hookshot will become a long shot. Your strength will gradually increase. One day he'll have a bomb bag.
Ooh, and missing that. All right, RG, try again. Fire arrows on adult archery.
Fire arrows are always interesting in this.
So we have a fire source, we just need magic. There's our other wallet.
Oh man, getting Blue Fire King Zora vibes. Okay. Nice light arrows.
Was that another strength? No, that's good. It's first strength. He didn't do Dampy yet. So technically, silvers are on spinning.
Yeah, that's like sphere 3 silvers. That's insanely early.
Couldn't have been an ice trap, Aster, because he didn't get it on his side yet. Well, you're right. It probably could have been, technically. That's the weird thing with progressive items, is that they use the same model. So, who knows?
Yeah, that's true, but we know ZL is an ice, even though there was a hint that it was suns, but it's always an ice. No, but that's actually interesting. Where is ZL? It's not Requiem, Nocturne, or Serenade. It must be Minuet or Bolero. Probably Bolero. Ooh, bottom of the well, way to go.
That's actually always nice to see with the sheer number of checks that are in there.
Yeah, it'll be interesting too, because with the rule set combined with chest size matches contents, we can actually look at the ZL checks, or the underwater ones, and get the dead hand chests. So even if both of those underwater chests are keys, we can still do everything in the dungeon, or at least look at it. It's unlikely to need everything.
Goron City, Way of the Hero. Or did we see that one already?
We have not. That is the last one. And it's likely for the strength upgrade. Or light arrows. Hey man, you resident sleeper the light arrow hint. And then it came in clutch for us yesterday.
I did not know that ladder was hookshotable.
I like the Goron tunic after all the wallets. And there's a really long child one from Exodus. I kind of like it. Discover a lot of stuff, and then he'll have a lot of resources when he goes adult.
Yeah, he must have been watching your stream the other night.
I like the long child one in this settings, or this rule set rather. Token?
Looks like a token. It's kind of hard to tell.
Yeah, it's like really short.
Big pose. What?
Was not paying attention.
Probably nothing important.
One day somebody's gonna get something important on Big Pose. We're finally gonna see the dupe.
But if you have to do all 10 of them, since you can't do IM.
Quipstop isn't, it's just a token. We can equip swap. To dupe the pose.
Looks like Exodus is going to go adult now.
Yeah, this is pretty crazy. It's DC's done with the stone. Water isn't in logic yet, but we're getting there. They can do it anyway. Forest, I think, is fully in logic and doable. So we just need like mirror and hammer. We're done. I think Runnerguy has a fairly large advantage right now. He has a lot of items that circumvent other items, like Long Shot and Goron Tunic, so you can start ignoring chests completely, which is nice. The light arrows might be a problem. That's the only thing I can think of. Just because child rolling Goron is not a very common check. But if he sees the Goron City way of the hero and I don't know. It's this is interesting.
Song of Time on Bolero Chick.
I think ZL is on Minuet. I believe it can be on Nocturne. Just in this, like, possible. I know it is Serenade, but ZL with water is just super rare, though. Interesting to not see the totem clip.
Fire is pretty front key loaded right now. Might mean that deep fire is required.
Imagine hammer inside fire temp. Love when that happens. Okay, keys.
And there's... Oh, wait, we saw that already on Runner, guys. Well, there's hovers for Exodus, too.
Yeah, the boots of shenanigans.
And we might finally get to hear the sound it makes, too. Some...
Watching this reminds me I need to practice something for fire. I have a strat I need to work out.
Runner guy trying to do the pixel shot there.
Gotta love pixel shot. How does it work? The target is within range of the long shot? That's how it works. No, it's not a clip at all. Nothing's going through anything. It's just visible slightly. Oh, it's interesting to see him jump down into the maze rather than weird shot this before. Oh, I get never mind. He has to shoot this going anyway.
I think that's it for Fire Temple keys. I could be wrong.
3, we're missing 2. The one that's unused and the one we skipped.
Because I thought in Rando there used to be a locked door where the hammer statues are in the lobby, but they took that out, so that's one less key, isn't it?
No, the key still exists.
And a boomerang.
That's just one of those items you never. I feel like I can just hear Runnerguy's thoughts right now. It's just like, oh crap, do I have to go do Jabu? Like,
yeah.
Well, luckily he has all the stuff to do Jabu as adults. At least get in there. Could check everything but the map and Baronate's heart. Alright, the deep fire meme. Let's see what we got. Oh, fun fact, the explosion from the flare dancer actually does 7/8 of a heart. Why, I don't know. Yeah, that's why you always said glitched health. Ooh, that's a big chest. Oh, I was really hoping for a vanilla hammer. But a big old bomb bag's nice too.
Can never have too many bombs.
Especially in this rule set. Go through bombs like it's going out of style. Yeah, so far fire had nothing in it. Bomb bag, but already had one of those. Oh yeah, the boomerang. That's right. Yeah, I don't know how to feel about the boomerang either. I think if I were runner in Runner Guy's shoes, I'd ignore it and instead opt for GTG. More checks, you have the long shot really early. Or forest, obviously. I mean, they have to do forest anyway, but... Did we ever see a hint for 30 skulls?
Yeah, I don't think so. 40 and 50 were dead, but I don't remember seeing a 30 hint.
Well, 10 just had a shield. That looks like a Rudo's letter.
It was definitely a bottle of some kind.
That's anti-gravity. That is Rudo's letter.
Certainly is.
Oh man, the fountain's dead too. And you know what the song is? That's so baity. Okay, that helps.
Oh, FW is a nice find.
Yeah, Ferora's one helps. Too bad they don't have any magic. That's good. Seen that already.
Yeah, nothing new there.
So you know what'll be interesting later is Exodus chose not to do fire, and the boss key is on the Flare Dancer, which is accessible with the totem clip. So he may opt to not do all of fire later, which will save a ton of time. But if that boomerang locks something required, that's not good. Have to keep an eye on that for later. Oh, 30's dead.
Alright, 30 is dead now, officially.
Now we know. The only hint I haven't seen is the Ocarina of Time. But it can't be ZL because of Shadow, so that's nice. Alright. It's so open right now, I don't even know what the best play is. Because even if you go to forest and water, I think you just skip the entire dungeon. I don't even think it's worth doing. But ZL on Minuet, so even more options.
Yeah, and Well was Way of the Hero, so
Oh, that's right. I
you
forgot
know
about
puts that in logic now.
Oh yeah, what did we get out of DC? Because that was Way of the Hero too.
That was a strength, wasn't it?
Oh, you're right.
And there was a
Oh,
validation
yeah, the long
ruby up
shot.
there on the skull, so technically the seed is valid even though RG didn't grab.
Alright, so far we got DC long shot, graveyard, likely the strength upgrade, although we haven't cleared that area yet. Bottom of the well we haven't touched, and Goron City's likely light arrows. So yeah. Cleaning your Way of the Hero areas is always a good thing to do, but at the same time, doing the dungeon is also really good. So I think in my position here, I would do water and forest, and then go back to Child to clean up some stuff.
Looks like they're both making the same play.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how much each of them clears in forest.
Yes, that always becomes an interesting routing question: is how far do you choose to go in the dungeon, and what skips do you choose to do? Alright, Exodus is now valid.
Yeah, forest is absolutely the most useless boss key. Because even if you do the basement, you just push it the other way, get the stuff, and then ride the elevator back up and BK skip. Like, it's not even worth pushing the walls around. Like runner got opting going to go all the way.
Well, we'll see if it pays off.
I don't think this is a bad play because they don't have minuet. But getting back here actually takes some time.
They still need irons. They still need hammer. So.
Yeah, mirror shield, magic.
Exactly. So those could literally be anywhere.
Yeah, I always focus on the way of the hero areas, so I just do the boss and rush bottom the well.
You should listen to him, folks. He usually wins his matches.
You're just giving Asder all my strats. I think I full cleared shadows. Yep. Well, the weird thing about Shadow too is you do the gate clip and then you're just stuck if you don't find keys. So it's like, yeah, we can skip everything, but it's super risky. Oh, interesting. Exis did a few easy checks and is now going to the boss. So have to pay attention to RG's side to see if that'll hit him in the butt later. I love using Technuts on these Stalfos. Makes the fight so much more consistent. Ooh, gold scale. Let's lab dive. So this is an interesting play from Runnerguy. He bailed after Beth to do this little skip to Amy, but I'm pretty sure that's just slower if you're already at Beth to come all the way out here to do this.
First GFF check.
Oh, I said it's found strength somewhere. Let's see where. Must have been double magic. Dude. Okay, that was weird. Runner weird shotted during this fight, and I have no clue why. It's like he voided out for some reason. Oh, I was trying to see the chest, okay. Yeah, I'd be sick if we could do that.
Well, after this check, we'll know what song is on Ocarina.
Oh yeah, last one. Okay, well, now I think Exodus is in the lead. Forest had nothing in it. Just nothing at all.
And it's Epona's. So that means that Minuet is on Burning Cack, and we know Sun is on Ice. Wait. We're still missing a song.
Serenade's on Nocturne, so Minuet is.
Alright, Minuet is Ocarina then.
Yep. Love when that happens.
The tracker only has 10 songs in it, so I got a little confused for a minute.
Doesn't have Serenade and Prelude.
Because evidently whoever created the tracker does not like those songs.
Well, they don't unlock anything. There's really no reason for them to be there. The hammer!
And there's our hammer! Okay.
Nice fire arrows required. Oh, man. So that means either Bottom of the Well has magic, mirror shield, or is the biggest bait in the world and has iron boots in it.
Looks like we're gonna find out.
Man, if this is mirror shield, and he manages to find a magic somewhere, the boomerang could be the biggest bait for RG. That's so bad. Forest was full cleared, yep. Darn N64, and it's really low render distance. Alright, Bottom of the Well, what you got?
Skull Token Way of the Hero.
Hey man, it could be. If Longshot wasn't super early. I love Bottom of the Well with chess size matches. You just look at everything, it saves so much time moving around. Ooh, big chest. Magic!
There we go.
Oh no. And a mirror shield in Spirit Temple. Well, that's the seed, folks. Nothing in GTG. That's crazy. Yeah, now it's just an execution fest, and they have to each choose what the other has already done to find their final item. I still think Exodus has the advantage because RG is going to do a lot of Spirit Temple, which is really slow. Whereas Exodus is going to find Mirror Shield immediately and just go. And I don't know if RG's going to make the decision to go back to Wild. I hope he does, because he has seen the Way of the Hero, I believe. I don't remember if he's seen Goron City, though, for light arrows, which is interesting as well. But yeah, I think that decision to do Fire Temple, at the time I agree with it, but it's a very, very long temple, and often you don't have to do all of it. Especially with the boss key so close to its vanilla location, that's just easily grab and go.
Oh no, RG's pushing that statue all the way up.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. This takes a significant amount of time.
Yep.
I love this strat, but it is last resort territory 100%.
Yeah, it's actually even longer than pushing the statue into Dongos.
Maybe. I think the Dongos feels longer because you don't have to change halfway through. It's just like push it in for like 2 minutes. Hey, it looks like bottom of the well had nothing else in it. Interesting. Last bomb bag.
Definitely was logical, given the way the seed was going.
What, that bottom of the well had nothing else in it?
Magic, I mean.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's pretty much either magic or iron boot. If I had to guess, I would say iron boots are probably in GTG. Oh man, child sites. Don't do it, RG. So much time. Although you could go over to Mirror Shield side with the hover boots. That's not too bad. Yeah, he's not even getting the chest. Oh, never mind. It's like Exit is opting to do child spirit. Which I agree with. You're already child, you can't know that adult doesn't have a key. But at the same time, hover boots, I don't know. Interesting decision. Glad we got to see the magicless version of that room, though. I like that. Without magic. Takes forever, but it's a cool strat. Oh, there was a key on Child's side.
And another useless item.
I'll be right back. Exodus, unbeknownst to himself, is heading straight for the... So... That's huge.
Yuppers.
Just don't die.
Vanilla boss key. Jeez.
Oh, wow.
Well, it's a fun seed. Lens.
Oh, man. How many useless items does Spirit Temple have? Oh.
Iron boots on chest minigame, maybe?
Yeah, I'm actually super curious where the iron boots are now. Runnerguy save works.
And it looks like Exodus is going somewhat deeper in the fire.
That's a curious play. I know that he's searching for Mirror Shield, but I don't know. Oh, looks like he just wanted to do the big. I respect that. Easy checks.
Yeah, I probably would have done the same thing.
I wouldn't have, but I'm me, so full risk all the way. Let's see, from Fire Temple, you're relatively close to water, so he'll probably go there next through the domain, and then Requiem to Spirit. Troll hole with Chew Strat. Always the worst.
It is nice to have that tunic, though.
Oh yeah, for sure. Takes a lot of the stress out of the fight. Oh no. Runnerguy did the thing. The puzzle up top is not a permanent flag, even though the elevator is. So the sun isn't shining anymore. Can't melt the face. Man, that sucks. I've done that before too. But now we just do the PK skip setup or statue climb. The tracker generally only has stuff on unlocks like other things. I guess with the exception of like the capacity upgrades, and the ice arrows don't actually unlock anything. So. Spirit first. Spirit first makes sense too. A little bit faster to clear than Water Temple. I'm sure he'll be super happy once he sees what's in the compass chest. Oh no, Runnerguy having some issues.
Uh-oh.
This is definitely one of those setups that comes and goes, kind of, if you're not doing it actively. A lot of little pieces. That is officially
oh,
jeez. Yeah, you hate to see this struggle. Or some people do, I don't know. To each their own.
RG, at this point, I think it's just faster just to go all the way back through.
That's that stubbornness. I will do this strat now. The statue will not beat me.
I'd like to see that. It's really cool if we get to actually see this strat in the run.
One more frame. No, one more frame. There we go. And then hold up and mash jump slash. Yeah, he's not doing the second jump slash. That's the problem.
And Exodus doing the same thing, it looks like.
Yeah,
so now it's I was gonna say, now it's a real race.
This is doing the old school setup.
So anyway, we'll be here an hour later, and they'll both still be in spirit.
Emulator pause buffering that. Yeah, and you just extend the hookshot through the wall. Hey, there we go. RG got it.
Nice.
Yeah, Exodus has to do the BK skip, or RG can just open the door. Luckily, this BK skip is a lot easier than it used to be. Shoutouts to the N64 fire effects. So good. They're in the same spot, but Exodus is in go mode, whereas Runnerguy needs to go to bottom of the well to grab his magic. As well as the Composer Grave to get hammered. So it looks close, but unfortunately it's not as close as it seems. I think with a few different routing decisions, this could actually beat sub 2 blind, which is pretty crazy. Even in this rule set, sub 2s are really rare. You need like perfect item layout.
I assume you'd do a BK skip in water.
Oh yeah, 100%. Oh, he's going back child. That's a good first step. Because all of his stuff is in child. Play a Nocturne. Looks like he's fast tracking. RG's fast tracking to all his items, which is, you know, makes sense. Pretty much the only other place he can go. You definitely don't want to touch GG this late in the race when there's like faster stuff to do. RG, no. Do the thing with the flame. Oh, man. Light arrows were on the rolling Goron's child in Goron City. Yeah, Runnerguy went adult a lot earlier than Exodus did, whereas Exodus was very thorough in child. There's a hint for Goron City Way of the Hero, though. I don't remember if Runner Guys read it or not. Or found it, rather. Actually, there's also a graveyard Way of the Hero hint. It's likely hammer. Yeah, there was also strength, and given that the boss key is required for Ganon's castle, and Light Trial has so many darn chests in it, it's often gold gauntlets logically required. So I never rule out strength Way of the Hero. You forgot it was a two-handed weapon. You gotta pull the sword and then slash it. Or just, yeah, or do that. There we go. And Morph will go down very easily. Alright, 6 medallions to find a boss key and then stab a dude a bunch of times and then kill a pig. They are not, no. This will just be the first of 3. Or first of best of 3.
And by the way, shout outs to our tracker tonight. Doing an excellent job staying on top of things. No, they're only going to be doing one round tonight.
Nice boss key.
That's actually pretty much expected. Mostly.
Yeah, every time. Well, GG. Off of sub 2 by like 5 minutes.
Unless Exodus dies again in like 50 times.
It just over and over and over. The most nightmarish cannon of all time.
Hammer was in, where was it? Tomb. And light arrows were on Child Rolling Goron.
Early Eyeball Frog works the same as vanilla, except it'll give you I think it'll give you a frog, or it'll give you what the tunic should be. I don't remember, because it involves collection delay, and for a long time, collection delay was broken. I think they like fixed it, maybe. I don't remember. It works, but I don't remember what it gives you. There was a Way of the Hero hint for Graveyard. I don't know if RG saw it. I think he did, because it was the generic Grotto hint, I think. And GG to Exodus. Sub 206, which is just disgustingly fast.
Yes, this was an amazingly fast seed. 205.40.
Hit by a frame. 205.39 and 19. Oh, you got the thing, okay.
I'm not sure, but I don't think Runnerguy is streaming audio right now for the game.
I don't know. He'll have mic on regardless, though. Probably.
Looks like Exodus about to join us. And Exodus is in chat with us. GG, Exodus.
GG.
Thanks.
That was fun to watch. That seed was nuts.
Yeah, that seed was pretty crazy.
I don't really have anything to say about it. It was kind of like watching you make all the right decisions and then Runnerguy make questionable decisions.
The hammer or mirror shield?
He found the mirror shield. He did not find the hammer.
Oh, okay,
A full cleared forest and fire, which is the real big difference.
Yeah, chat was thinking he didn't see some of the Way of the Hero hints. So
What? I saw all the Way to Hero hints.
yes, we saw them all on your side.
Oh, he didn't. Okay.
Yeah, he went adult fairly early, whereas he stayed child to clean up a bunch of stuff. So he never found light arrows either.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got pretty lucky this race that I was able to skip Deep Forest and Deep Fire. I just rushed my Way to Heroes and my progression dungeons. And I did some child cleanup too. But yeah, other than that, that was basically how I played. And yeah, it was really good for my route. But I found the hammer and Yeah, the hammer was the hardest item to find, probably. For sure. That's important to see, because Spawn in the Well was Way the Hero, which had magic. And then Mirror Shield was just in spirit. And Light Arrows, you get the hint, so... Yeah, I figured if he was going to miss anything, it would probably be the hammer. Because if you do that grave as adult, you're probably never going to go back and check that until the very end.
Right. So I unlocked the spoiler log, if you want to see it.
Sure.
Graveyard had a Way of the Hero hint. It also had Strength, which was logically required because of Light Trial. Hammer, which was logically required because duh. And Iron Boots on the Heart Piece grave.
Oh, wow.
Which would have been a big old detour to ice.
Yeah.
So yeah, strong graveyard this seed.
Yeah. Was Iron Boots the only item I was missing to logically beat it? Can't think of anything else.
I believe so.
Yeah, man, this could have. Well, I guess it's no, I am wrong. It's a different setting seed. So I was gonna say it would have been a fast accessible seed, but it's different settings. So.
Yeah. Boss Key Water Temple was vanilla, so yeah, you could have skipped out on the tunic too.
And the boomerang was in Fire Temple map chest. So fortunately, you didn't get baited into Jabu.
Yeah, with like Baron, Zora's Fountain, and I knew that the song in Ice was useless. I did not really see much need to go to Jabu or Ice, but I was scared there was going to be something there.
Yeah, I saw the super early wallets too.
Yeah.
King Zoro's token. Tony was bomb cheese, and then the rest was just crap. Yeah, that was a lot of just wow.
Yeah. What do you know what the fastest time is? I know this isn't, but is it like 150 or something, the best going one more time, or 140 or something? I'm curious. I think I saw at least like 150 or 140.
This is the fastest I've seen personally, so I don't actually know what the record is. I know someone's done sub 2. I know sub 2 has happened on accessible, so definitely not the fastest for us.
Yeah.
Oh man, that was fun to watch.
Yeah, thanks for commentating.
Yep, sure thing. So, Exodus, what, well, I was going to say, I don't know what I was going to say.
Hate when that happens.
I had it in my head a minute ago.
It's funny, like you're trying to think of all like the questions you want. Well, how did you make all the decisions you made? It's like, well, just place it.
Yeah, actually, I was going to ask you what you plan on practicing or like preparations for your next match. You don't have to give away any secrets, but
no.
I always ask runners that just out of curiosity.
I guess I would try to practice some more pause buffer tricks, because I still am really bad at RetroArch pause bufferings. It's so much lower than I'm used to. But I only had to do like one pause buffer. I didn't even have to do any, but I chose to do a pause buffered strat in this race, and it took a little while, but it was fine. But yeah, I'm a little bit scared of the more complicated pause buffer tricks, because it's just hard to buffer them on RetroArch. So I'll probably try to figure out some tricks that you need to buffer and maybe practice them. Like, I probably wouldn't bother learning boat skip or practicing boat skip, but I don't know, maybe I would. I already know how to do it, it's just practicing the buffering would be what I would do, yeah. And I can't really think of much else. Yeah, not really.
Alright, cool. Thanks.
Got the Spirit Silver block stuff. I kind of put boat skip to the side because it's just, is the chest big? Like,
Yeah.
kind of sucks. But I guess the old one is always there.
Yeah. It can definitely be really good if you don't, if like ZL is locked behind all dungeons or something. That would definitely be nice to know how to do that older one. I haven't done that one obviously since the newer boat skip was found, so I would have to practice that to remember the frames and stuff.
Yeah, same. It's been a while.
Oh, Runnerguy. Oh, I think he said he was gonna get spoiled in chat.
Yeah, the Keymaker asked, and I think it's fine. I don't have any problem with it because he just doesn't want to forfeit.
Yeah, makes sense.
Not like we're going by time or anything.
Yeah.
I like overall.
So what did you think about that light arrow location?
That was, I mean, I liked that I found them because I didn't have to go back child, but when I found those, I was like, okay, well, I would have gotten the hint eventually anyway, so that's not really that helpful. But, I mean, it was nice to see that my, like, child full clear strategy slightly paid off, at least. Let me get those, and I skipped going back to child later, I guess, but yeah. I couldn't believe it when I found the hammer. I was not expecting to find the hammer there, and it was out of logic for me at that point too, so that was just really surprising. But that was great to find, because from there I could just do fire and then hear it, and it was very likely that Mirror Shield was going to be in one of those two, I think. If not there, I probably would have gone like GGG or something.
Yeah, that makes sense. Most check vents after those.
Yeah. But yeah, it was pretty nice dungeon layout, I think, this seed, because not having shadow is really nice because you don't get baited by a bunch of like dense fire hints and stuff like that. And Jabu is really nice because you don't have to find the boomerang, and of course that's a unique item. So yeah, it was pretty, I don't know, it's always a little scary when there's not many items you need because everything might just be at the very beginning or something. So I don't know, it was kind of nice to have at least like Mirror Shield and Boomerang, or Mirror Shield and Hammer required.
Right.
Has there ever been a seed that doesn't have Jabu? Have you ever seen a seed that doesn't have Jabu Spirit or Fire? That seems
like they're all stones.
Yeah.
Not that I've played.
Like, bow. You just
right, yeah.
And light arrows and magic, and then you're in go mode.
Yep.
Nice.
Trying to think how that would play out now.
That'd be pretty funny seed.
Of course, you got that weird egg in Mido's house, so it's like...
Yeah, that was really nice. I'm so used to routing Zelda at the beginning because of accessible that I like getting the early egg because I can just do that route. But yeah, without it, it can be pretty annoying to go back there like really far in the run and do Zelda and one ranch. I'm sorry.
Yeah, me too. Of course, I usually don't shuffle the weird egg in, but
Yeah, there's some changes in this tournament that are kind of neat that are just different, like the weird egg being shuffled. That just adds a little bit more. I don't know. New strategy, I guess.
yeah, I was kind of surprised when I saw stealth for the castle guards turned off, and I was like, yeah, this is just going to throw a nice wrench at the run. Because it's like you never practice that, because it's like every fast seed you play, you just turn that off anyway. So it's like,
yeah, I'm just glad I haven't seen a seed where 10 big toes has been required.
yeah, we were thinking that earlier.
Yeah, and I probably brought that up too. I'm like, hey, we haven't the fire arrow dupe yet. Like, come on. Or elemental arrow, I guess. They all work.
Yeah. I guess like frogs too, and the 10 big toes are probably like the worst checks and glitched.
Yeah.
Do you feel like any specific item was trolling you this seed? There's always like one item that trolls the.
No, I think the it was kind of early Rito's letter, I guess. That one I was a little bit scared of because that would have meant Jabu or Ice. But other than that, I pretty much just found what I needed, and I never found Din, so I never had a reason to go in Shadow unless I wanted to go out of Logic. So yeah, it was just pretty nice seed, and finding the hookshot and bombs in Deku was so good. It's the best open air ever.
Din's Fire, Water Temple River Chest. Best location.
Yeah, that's one of those checks you never want to see having something important.
That's one of the ones where I always you get Song of Time and it's like crap. There's only like 5 things in the game. This is the worst one. How do I do the Chew Hover again? I don't remember.
I'm glad I didn't get trolled by the Ganon's Castle Bosky chest this seed because I'm pretty sure I saw like 2 seeds in a row. I think I played one too, I can't remember. That it was in the tower. It was the last check that
Nice.
I would have checked twice. It was like 2 races in a row I saw that. I was like, really? How many minutes does that waste to check the whole trials? Probably like 3. That's pretty
Yeah, it depends on your items. I'd say 3 to 5. Yeah. Shadow's the worst, obviously.
Yeah.
New meta, go check the boss key chest first. Do light, the tower, and then everything else.
So anyway, Runner is making his way over at the GC now. And he doesn't have golds, so I guess we're going to get to see the clip into Light Trail.
I learned how to do this with the damage clip and then like immediately forgot it.
Yeah, same. I've learned that clip so many times and I always forget.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the void. Every time.
Oh no. I was getting super trolled by this, I think in one of my races against Asder, because apparently on RetroArch my straight down is not straight down if I press it on the controller. It does slightly to the left or right, so I kept getting the wrong angle. I failed this clip like 5 times before I realized what was happening. Yeah, the movement on RetroArch is just so wonky to me. I still fail backwalks a lot because it's just hard to hold what RetroArch considers down compared to what I'm used to.
All right.
I know, RG, what are you doing? He clipped in and then he walked out and now he's doing Spirit Trail. What?
Oh no.
Because his chat told him where everything else was. Oh, no.
Oh, there we go.
I think his chat is giving him wrong information.
You don't get time deductions for sabotage.
Alright, well, I'm gonna head out. Thanks for commentating, guys. See you.
Thanks a lot. It was great to watch.
That big chest is an empty bottle, by the way. So yeah, it was after time. Runnerguy stuff doesn't matter anymore. Got the spoiler log from his chat to finish, so he didn't have to forfeit. Because he is 0 forfeits in lifetime of SRL races. Which is a pretty insane accomplishment, actually.
But does getting the spoiler after the match is over actually count, though?
I mean, it's still a loss. Oh, for SRL? I mean, you care.
Because technically it'll be an unofficial time.
It's OG hacks, nobody cares. But yeah, I mean, he wouldn't call this a PB or anything like that.
It's probably better than I would have gotten.
Yeah, I would have gone to GTG like a long time ago. Stupid long shot bait.
I actually always love to see hook shotless GTG.
Oh, the ice arrows were in GTG. And another bow. Otherwise, nothing. I'm still waiting on the day that, and I almost passed it, waiting for somebody to hover into the castle to find out where light arrows are. So they can, like, get them on the way while they're doing stuff.
Yeah, Dot, your mic is cutting in and out.
It does that. Let's refresh. Should be okay now.
It's good now. Bad mic.
I just blame Discord when that happens.
It's not as bad as what was happening during your stream. I don't know if you caught the VOD on that, but apparently my audio was really messed up on that commentator. Something was happening between Discord and Twitch, and the audio was like getting all distorted.
Weird.
And I didn't hear it on my end, nor did the commentators. So it was just odd.
Oh, right, yeah. Because you're not listening to the Twitch.
Well, you get a weird echo if you listen to it while you're talking. And RG just about done. Maybe about another 90 seconds or so.
It's always crazy when I see this fight on N64. Just the slideshow that is the GG. Fake GG. Spoiler.
Curse you, RG. Hopefully RG will pop in here in a second for an interview. And we get to see his face without audio.
He's gonna come in here, but gonna raid first. Actually,
I guess he's talking to his subs now.
yeah, he's wrapping up his stream and then he'll come in here. Hello, Wafa Helbert. I think. I don't know. I tried. Hello.
Yo.
GG.
GG's.
That was interesting.
Yeah, that was a really interesting seed. It was like completely opposite of the last two that I played, where I was struggling to find an item to open things up, and here it was just like, well, here's everything you need.
Right.
Go find the one or two items. And I kind of feel like I feel like my child section was like perfect. And then, because I got the bow, I got everything, I got Requiem. But then I just started misstepping in the temples, and I was clearing them out, trying to find the one thing, and that was just not the thing to do.
Yeah, Exodus ended up doing a really long child one, and then when he went adult, he had the stuff to do a lot of the just without going through them. So it was basically forest, quick stuff, go to the boss, fire, quick stuff, go to the boss. And then that was basically the difference.
Yeah. Yeah, if I'd have done... my issue with what I did was I knew Bottom of the Well was Way of the Hero. I could have just done it and seen what was there, and then maybe I pick up Hammer, maybe I don't. But if I do, then yeah, I would have saved a good bit of time.
Right.
But it was whatever. It was kind of one of those seeds. Once everything opens up, you're either gonna find the thing or you're not.
Yeah, it makes total sense.
And then you got Boomerang and Rudo's letter.
Yeah.
Were you tempted to go into Jabu at all, even though it was Stone Jabu?
I mean, I was probably gonna clear if Exodus. Let's say Exodus did finish. I would have probably done GTG first, just because it has a high density of things, and then maybe I consider like Ice Cavern / Jabu. At that point, but Yeah, it really didn't cross my mind. It wasn't like high on my priority list yet, but it would have definitely been something that I would have considered at some point.
So I have to ask, what happened in Spirit?
Oh my god. I just think, I don't know why I think, oh, the platform is low, I'm fine. But I didn't melt the face, and then I guess that's a temporary flag where the light doesn't stay until you solve that whole puzzle. And I guess I went back up there, the light wasn't there. I was salty about it already. I was like, well, I'm just gonna do the skip. And I haven't done that skip in a little bit. And I think I messed up the setup a good couple times. And it's just like, eh. At that point, I was pretty sure I was already behind, and I was like, I'm just gonna relearn this.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, my issues kind of compounded. Once I did all of fire, I was like, oh, I'm behind. So now I gotta gamble and try all of forest. And now I'm more behind. So
Right.
you kind of get the sense that in a seed where you only need one or two more things, that if your opponent gets them, you're just behind. So you gotta try and make it up on the other thing. Like if there was hammer and mirror shield, it was like, okay, I didn't find hammer or mirror shield. I gotta at least gamble and try and find one in a bad spot so that I can make up ground. And it's like, I knew that at that point. But yeah, I just got baited in fire a good bit.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's interesting because I kind of have an approach where, oh shoot, I'm behind. I'm only looking for one item. Finish up some stuff real fast and then go look.
Yeah.
So I would have not even touched forest and fire.
Mm-hmm.
But then that's the opposite problem of, well, there's the item and you just never go back.
Yeah.
So gamble either way.
Yeah, I feel like I'm still pretty green in terms of like trying to make like really solid decisions. And I feel like sometimes I just get sidetracked and I like get too deep into something that I really shouldn't be doing yet. Sometimes it'll end up paying off, and then it just feels like a lot of times I get frustrated. But
Yeah, you fall into that rabbit hole and it's just hard to crawl back out.
I am really bad at at that rabbit hole.
Oh, man.
So Archie, I'm going to ask you the same question I asked Exodus. If you have any plans, if you're going to do any practicing, or there's anything you want to try to learn for your next match.
At this point, probably not too much. I've hit a decent amount of situations. There are still some tricks, absolutely, that I could add to what I know that would benefit, but in something like this, it's like, well, if the decision is like doing old boat skip with choose versus finding Zelda's lullaby, I'm probably just gonna suck it up and go find wherever the lullaby is at and take the boat. Like, and I've kind of I just don't know that I want to go through the effort of doing things like that for this last match. Especially when I could just end up unlucky anyway. But yeah, I'll probably just stick with what I got. Hope it's good enough. It probably isn't, but we'll try anyway.
Oh man. Well, thanks for the race.
Yeah, sorry it was not as entertaining or close as some of the other ones, but
You get them next time.
well, let's hope.
So yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah, unless there's
else?
anything else you want to add.
That'll be it for me.
All right, cool.
All right. Well, thank you everybody for watching. Thank you to Bleeding Blue for tracking and Master for sticking around.
Yeah, thank you very much, Dot, and thank you to chat for helping us track stuff.
I have no clue what is up next, but something, maybe? I don't know. Yeah. Goodbye, everybody.
Good night, all.